Do Christians rely on God or on man? If you live by the spirit of the law, as most Christians claim to, then you take personal responsibility for providing only the healthiest food, clothing, and shelter for your family. But who does this? Christians today eat anything and everything. Our clothing is artificial, and our homes are made with materials that contain toxic substances, toxic chemicals. We don't rely on God, but we rely on men. Not only this, but Christians today love mercy and God's love, but they hate justice. According to the Torah, the Old Testament law, if one man intentionally injures another man, he is to be likewise injured. And if a man sleeps with his neighbor's wife, and the wife is a willing party, they're both to be put to death. But believers now are simply encouraged to forgive and forget no matter what happens. Justice has become a dirty word. How will today's pastors and teachers respond when Christ says, "I never knew you, depart from me, you workers of lawlessness"? That's Matthew 7:23. The goal of Christian living is not to get saved. People have to understand this. The goal of Christian living is to know God. One way to do this is to live right, and God's law points the way. In other words, we are not under the law, but the law is good. A time is coming soon when God is going to cripple the system that we live in. He's going to cripple it and then destroy it, and only the truth is going to be left behind. The man who builds his life, builds his foundation on rock, is going to remain, and the man who builds his foundation on sand is going to be swept away. At the very least, you have to be willing to leave it all behind and rely on God directly.